Well, it's the eve of Donald Trump's inauguration as the Trump 2.0 begins in the United States of America. Trump is all set to take oath as the 47th president of the United States, months after he defeated Democrat nominee and opponent Kamala Harris in a tough-fought election in November 2024. This will be the second time that Trump will be in the Oval Office in the White House. He was there previously serving as the U.S. president from 2017 to 2021. Now, along with him, Vice President-elect J.D. Vance will also be taking the oath of office.
As of today, TikTok is back. But I said we need to save TikTok because we're talking about a tremendous... Who in this audience goes with TikTok? Many? Yeah, very popular. And frankly, we have no choice. We have to save it. A lot of jobs. We don't want to give our business to China. We don't want to give our business to other people. I will end the war in Ukraine. I will stop the chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent World War III from happening. And you have no idea how close we are.
So Trump has made a lot of promises to the people of the United States, and he celebrated his return to presidency with a victory rally in Washington, D.C. one day before the swearing-in. The event took place in the Capital One Arena, featuring speeches, musical performances and appearances by Trump allies and family members. The rally featured musical performances, including appearances by Kid Rock as well as Lee Greenwood. Tesla CEO Elon Musk also made an impromptu speech. But what grabbed everyone's attention was Trump's performance with the village people on the popular track YMCA. Now, Donald Trump's swearing-in is a star-studded affair with the countdown on to his swearing-in ceremony. There's a lot of excitement and a buzz among supporters and critics alike. Trump's return to the White House after a long and controversial campaign.
Just an awesome day to be an American. I'm standing in front of the Arlington Cemetery. Hopefully, President Trump will be laying the wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier shortly. I am absolutely the proudest American alive today, and I appreciate him and all the work that he's done to persevere and get our country back on the right track.
My name is Carter. This is Catherine. We're here from Massachusetts to support Donald Trump. We are excited for him to be back in office because we are tired of putting other countries first. We want to make sure that we look out for Americans.
Those were glimpses of the big event before the inauguration. Trump also with that YMCA dance that's been going extremely viral. But let's talk about what the inauguration will look like, who is going to be attending, what it means for India, and a lot more. Senior consulting editor Srinjoy Chaudhary is with us on the broadcast. Good morning. A lot expected today in the United States. Big day for the US, yes, but also for the world that's going to be watching. What is the inauguration day going to look like, Srinjoy, and what are the executive orders that Donald Trump is expected to sign on the first day?
Well, the court, as Judge Shankar has been invited, the External Affairs Minister, and he will be there. Besides, it's an important day because we will have to see what Trump actually does. He said so many things. He said he wants to end the war in Ukraine very quickly. Now, if he actually, perhaps not in one day, but as quickly as possible, it will help the Russians, it will help the Ukrainians, it will help the Indians, it will help the whole world, because the prices of fuel, fertilizers, and food will all come down. Secondly, as far as India is concerned, to answer your question, first one be visas. Well, the Trump side is also divided on this. There are people like Elon Musk who believe that it's important to continue. There are the MAGA people who say that it should end. Now Trump will have to take a decision, and we'll have to see what the decision is. Then Trump has said his favorite word is tariff. Now, tariff is actually imposed. This will certainly hurt Canada, it will hurt Mexico, it will hurt China. But will it hurt India? Now, that's an issue that India will have to work out with the Americans. Now, these are very important issues. Trump has said things vis-a-vis increased defense spending. He has told the Europeans very clearly that they have to increase defense spending as a portion of their GDP. It should be above 2% and so on. Will happen over the next 4 years. If nothing else, these next 4 years are going to be very eventful. Besides, on the sidelines, there's going to be a Quad summit, which means that the foreign ministers of Japan, the external affairs minister of India, and the US Secretary of State will all meet. So this will be the first Quad meeting since the takes over, which means Marco Rubio.
Okay, all right. So Trump has, of course, also set a new invitation record as well. Shinjoy, thank you for joining us with those details. We'll come back to you for those updates. He has invited several foreign leaders for his oath-taking ceremony. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, as he was pointing out, is also set to attend the oath-taking ceremony, and along with him, of course, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni as well, and several other world leaders as well expected to participate. In fact, Indian billionaires Mukesh Ambani and Nita Ambani also met with Donald Trump, and as the celebrations kicked off, they were seen at the ceremony.
Which is, unheard of, especially, I shouldn't say this for a Republican. The Republicans are actually becoming the mainstream party. And which is, unheard of, especially, I shouldn't say this for a Republican. The Republicans are actually becoming the mainstream party. And
So these are the celebrations that have kicked off already. The inauguration will be taking place later today, and there have been some last-minute changes as well. At first, it was expected to be outside, but the venue has been shifted a bit. But there is a lot of excitement and a lot of patriotic fervor in the air as Donald Trump is all set to take over as the president. A lot of preparations in place, but also a lot of focus is also going to be on what are the first decisions that he is going to make. The executive orders that he will be signing on Thursday are going to be very, very significant. This is the most popular vote that he has got in the recent times. He's going to be one of the most popular presidents to take over in the United States. So the expectations are high, and there are several decisions that he is expected to take up. A lot of speculations over what it means for India as well, remember, because just over the last few weeks, there have been a lot of discussions as well on whether Indian Americans are also going to face the backlash. Shinjoy is back with us. Shinjoy, there is a lot of excitement in the United States as well. He has won the popular vote, and this is the first time that we're seeing somebody win with such a popular vote in the recent times. So it's a very, very big victory for Donald Trump. But it's going to be very important to see what are the first steps he's going to take, especially considering, speaking about putting an end to diversity, mass deportations were some of the key issues that he had spoken of while he was campaigning for the presidency. Shinjoy? Okay, all right. We'll try and fix that line and go back to Shinjoy for more inputs on what is expected today and, more importantly, what it means for India as well. There have been some concerns that have been mentioned about Donald Trump, the president-elect or the incoming president of the United States, all set for the inauguration that will be taking place in just a few hours from now. We continue getting you these live updates and, of course, glimpses of these celebrations that have already kicked off in the United States. Very quick break now. We'll be right back. To stay with us.